Lindon. It is the last fragment of drowned Beleriand, the one remnant spared when the tumults of the War of Wrath broke the world and sank the ancient realms beneath the sea. Nestled between the blue heights of the arid Luin and the vast expanse of Beleriand, it endures as a place of beauty touched with sorrow. There the Gulf of Lun divides the land, for Lindon to the north of rolling heaths and quiet meadows, and Harlindon to the south, where deep forests cling to the earth as though they remember all that was lost. And at the meeting of gulf and ocean lies Mithlond, the Grey Havens, a city not of power but of departure, where ships are built and farewells are softly spoken. But enough of dry words. Come, sit beside the fire, and let the night wrap us in its stillness, and hear the tale of Lindon as I, Cerfindol of Imladris, have seen it. When first my steps carried me westward, I was struck by Lindon's quiet majesty. For Lindon is clad in grasslands that shimmer silver in the starlight, and the wind there carries always the cry of gulls. To wander its heaths is to feel the sea's nearness, a voice unceasing and eternal. Harlindon, by contrast, is gentler. Oaks, beeches, and holly thrive there, and the earth smells rich and green. The Sindar dwell in those woods still, their songs blending with the whisper of leaves, and when the wind passes through, it seems to me the forest sighs for Beleriand's lost realms. Meanwhile, the arid Luin guard Lindon's eastern edge, their slopes dark with pine and heather. Beyond them lies Eriador, where the world of men now spreads. But westward, westward, there is nothing but the sea, and in its restless waves I feel both promise and longing for the world beyond. In the Second Age, Lindon was a realm of splendor, for there reigned Gil-galad, last High King of the Noldor. His court in Lindon was filled with wisdom and craft, and emissaries from Numenor came often to his halls, wishing to look upon the divine court of the great Elven king and his nobles. When darker years followed, Gil-galad gathered his hosts against the rising of Sauron, and I remember well the stirring of banners and the ringing of forges. When the last alliance was formed, I carried tidings between Rivendell and Lindon, and saw the armies set forth, elves and men alike, bound together under one cause. But the victory to come was not without its sad tidings. When word came of Gil-galad's fall upon the slopes of Orodruin, a great light went out of Lindon. No king succeeded him, and from that day Lindon ceased to be a realm of might and became instead a haven, a place of waiting, where the sea's call grew ever stronger to the Eldar. After the High King's passing, Lindon remained under the guardianship of Círdan the Shipwright. He is older than any now left in Middle-earth, and his wisdom is deep and steadfast as the sea. His eyes, when they rest upon you, seem filled with the memory of ages uncounted, and yet they are turned ever westward. In Mithlond, the Grey Havens, his people labor ceaselessly at the making of ships. The white wood is gathered with reverence, and never in haste, for each vessel is destined to carry souls across the straight road into the undying lands. To watch Círdan walk among his shipwrights is to see a shepherd among his flock, tender and steadfast. He has no crown, yet his rule is one of care, and no elf questions his word. In fact, he is respected by all who have the fortune to utter his name, and the folk of Lindon are of many kindreds. The Noldor remain, wise in craft and lore, though their numbers dwindle, whilst the Sindar still walk the woods, singing softly of Doriath and its beauty long lost. A few of the Lekendi, the green elves of Osiriand, also linger by streams and glades, unseen to all unless they wish to be. Their lives are quiet, but never idle. Some tend the forests, planting where others fell, for every tree is precious in Lindon. Others weave and sing, shaping laments that remember Gondolin, Nargothrond, or even Valinor itself. Festivals are still held beneath the stars, and voices rise in harmony, yet always with an undertone of farewell, for each song may be the last, for one who soon will depart upon the sea. Children are few now, and each birth is cherished, yet their laughter is tinged with melancholy, for the young grow quickly aware that one day they too will leave these shores. After the War of the Ring, I stood upon the quays of Mithlund when the white ship departed at the dawn of the Fourth Age. There went Frodo the Ringbearer, and with him Mithrandir, Lady Galadriel, and Lord Elrond half-elven. The gulls wheeled overhead, and the tide lapped softly, as though the sea itself hushed to watch them go. I cannot speak of that moment without sorrow, for though victory had been won, I felt only the ache of parting. The sea longing awoke within me then, stronger than ever before, and though I remain in Rivendell for now, my heart is often westward. Since that day, Lindon has grown quieter still. Many halls stand empty, many gardens lie untended. Yet Círdan remains, steadfast until the last voyage, and with him a faithful remnant of our people. The havens are not wholly silent. Songs are still sung, and the work of shipbuilding goes on, but the realm feels as twilight, like the final glow before night. In Lindon, they live as stewards of memory. They craft, they sing, they tend the land with gentle hands, and build the vessels that will carry us away. Our days are peaceful, but their peace is filled with longing, for all know that Middle-earth is no longer our true home. We are not builders of empires as once we were. Those days are gone. Instead, we guard the havens, keep alive the songs of ages past, and prepare for the journeys yet to come. Each feast, each dance beneath the stars, carries both joy and grief. Joy for the moment, and grief for the parting that must follow. So it is, friend, that Lindon endures for now, a land of beauty and sorrow, of memory and farewell. It is not merely earth and stone, but a threshold, a place where Middle-earth ends and the road to the west begins. One day, perhaps, we shall journey there together. But until that time comes, stay a while longer by the fire, and I will sing you a lay of Gil-galad, the last High King, whose star burned bright in Lindon before it was quenched. For though much has passed away, in the havens his memory lingers, as does the beauty of our fair Lindon, like the last light upon the western sea.